Thanks for joining us on your Friday morning. I'm Bree Grove.
And I'm Ira Cronin. Let's wrap up your work week with the 5 things you need to know before you go.
Yeah, first and new information this morning. You can once again go tubing on the Arkansas River.
Pueblo Police Department, Sheriff's Office, and Parks and Wildlife announcing Thursday the restrictions on the Arkansas River from the spillway of the Pueblo Dam to the Pueblo and Otero County line has been lifted.
Yeah, it was put in place last month, I believe.
Well, speaking of those restrictions, another hot day on tap.
But some changes in store for your weekend. Let's get right over to Sam Schreier in the Weather Center.
Yeah, it's already kind of mild out there this morning. This is the leftover from yesterday's big heat, but we're reaching for those records later today. It's currently 73 degrees in Colorado Springs and 69 over Pueblo with 50s in Woodland Park, 72 in Canyon City, and I've got us to 66 down near Trinidad. The winds, it is breezy out there, and they're kind of coming out of the west. A little different direction, like it's southwest Walsenburg, northwest in Colorado Springs. But this is still like that downsloping effect. It's going to help push us into some pretty warm air, 90s through Colorado Springs and Pueblo at noon, and then Pueblo will take off and go to the triple digits, and Colorado Springs will not be too far behind. Bree, Ira?
Thanks, Sam. Breaking news in Pueblo this morning. A suspect is dead after an officer-involved shooting in Pueblo. It happened near the 1700 block of East 5th Street. Right now, that street is closed off between Portland and Queens.
And that's where we find News 5's Sheila Gerardin with the latest.
Yes, Bree and I are right off of 5th and Portland right now where that shooting took place last night. And take a look, still an active scene behind me. We've seen a lot of investigators out here this morning. In fact, just a moment ago, they were all gathered on this corner up here on my right-hand side and in and out of this home on the right. Now, as you can tell, there's been about 5 patrol cars around here in and out of this scene, or excuse me, the street behind me. They do have this area taped up while they try to determine exactly what happened. Now, here's what we know so far. Police say that they responded to a domestic disturbance call around 8 o'clock last night. When they arrived, they were confronted by a man who they say had a weapon. Shots were fired by the officers and the suspect was transported to the hospital where he did die. We know 4 officers were involved in the incident and are all okay this morning. The Pueblo County Sheriff's Office has taken over the investigation for now, and this still is an active scene. Keep in mind, if you are out and about, that 5th is going to remain closed from Portland to Queens. Of course, we'll keep you updated on all of this on air and online. Stick with News 5 Today and, of course, KOAA.com for the very latest. For now, watching out for you, Pueblo. Sheila Gerardin, News 5.
Thank you, Shayla. New this morning, a man has been rushed to the hospital with serious injuries after being hit by a vehicle on East Platte Avenue near Bonfoy. Springs police telling us that around 9:40 last night, an El Paso County deputy reported finding the victim lying in the roadway.
The driver left the scene. No vehicle description available just yet, but the eastbound lanes of Platte were briefly shut down during the investigation. They are back open this morning. Developing right now, the U.S. Navy took down an Iranian drone and high tensions in the Persian Gulf region.
President Trump says the USS Boxer fired on the drone in the Straits of Hormuz because it flew too close to the ship. An Iranian news agency reporting overnight that the confrontation never happened and that all of Iran's drones have returned safely to their bases.